Hi, good morning everyone. It's the morning of September 11th, 2011. I'm in Zimbabwe at the Africa Center for Holistic Management. And as I pan around, I sort of just want you to see the environment that I'm in, and you probably see the haze around me. And you're probably thinking, oh, this is the morning fog. It's actually not morning fog, it's actually smoke. The smoke has been settling here over the night. We're surrounded by bushfire. Bushfire's been burning for about 3 days now, non-stop, more or less out of control. And it smells horrible. The sky is hazy, as you can see. And bushfires are a way of life in Zimbabwe and most of the developing world. They're set on purpose, and unfortunately so. And many times they get out of control the way this one has. And now I see it and I smell it, and I went to actually the site where they were helping to control it the other day, and it was hot and frightening. And our team has been working with the local authorities and with local villagers to try and contain it. A local villager thought he needed to set a fire to clear his fields, and it got out of control. And this is the dry time of year, and you're not supposed to be lighting a bushfire after June 1st, but of course everyone does. And bushfires burn all over Africa. Billions of acres are intentionally lit on fire. And it's creating a major contribution to climate change. And it's destroying the soil, and it's wreaking havoc on people's lives. And it is clearly not a sustainable path to the future, and not a smart approach to land management. People here light bushfires, and as they do around the world, because they think that's how they need to sustain healthy soil, and they think that's how nutrients need to get back into the soil. In fact, that's not how grasslands evolved. Grasslands evolved with hundreds of millions of grazing mammals eating the grass and recycling the nutrients that way. And that's what the grasslands here can use, and that's what people here can use to clear their fields and recycle the nutrients into the soil, is mammals, is properly managed grazing mammals. And at the Africa Center for Holistic Management, I've been to the villages where they've been working, and those villages do not light fires, period. Fires are out of the question. And they have complete ground cover and, tall grass, and the water cycle is returning, and they've seen the change in their land from properly managing their cattle so that they move in a pack, and that they keep moving, and they don't overgraze, and they recycle the nutrients, and they dung, and they get it back into the ground, and they have proper land cover. And fire is not a necessary tool at all. Some fires, of course, will occur naturally, as they always have, but the role of those natural fires have been greatly overplayed in modern society, modern land management techniques, because we've gotten rid of the grazing mammals, or the herding mammals, and we don't understand how to herd cattle. We just let them sort of idly walk around, which does lead to overgrazing. But that's not a natural form of impact on soil. They would move as a group. They would hit an area hard, and then they would move on. That area would have a chance to recover. There's absolutely no need to use fires to clear bush ever, anywhere. End of story. Fire is not the answer. People need to start learning how to use cattle, goats, and of course just wild herds. We need to bring back wild herds But where we don't have wild herds, we can properly manage cattle, goats, and other grazing mammals to clear bush and to naturally recycle nutrients. The practice of fire is wrong. It has to stop. I'm telling you today, September 11th, 2011, I woke up this morning to the smell of smoke, the smell of death, the smell of an unsustainable future, the smell of practices which are killing the land and polluting the air, creating havoc for people, and a major contribution to climate change, to CO2 loading in the atmosphere. Bushfires have to stop. You need to do everything you can to stop them, to stop that practice. Academia still believes that bushfires are an appropriate way to recycle nutrients. They are not. In the global picture, they absolutely are not. In 1 year, yes. When you don't have an animal to recycle the nutrient, yes. Over time, it's devastating. The land becomes more patchy. It becomes more woody. You go away from the grasslands that you want. What you need is properly managed cattle grazing, or goats, or even bringing back the mega herds. We need to bring back mega herds wherever we can and protect them wherever they can. There you find healthy soil. You don't find capped soil. You don't find runoff. You don't find regular uncontrolled fires. So I'm excited to be here. I know that this group is doing the right work to restore healthy land, to restore water tables, to restore sustainable land-based livelihood for villagers, to fight the practices that are leading to climate change, to sequester carbon. I mean, whatever the total number is for the gigatons of carbon that can be sequestered in grasslands around the world, it's a huge number. And simply stopping the practice of burning the fire is, that turns off a source, and then when you restore the soil and you sequester the carbon, that expands the sink. We need to stop the source of carbon loading and expand the sink of carbon sequestration. And stopping the practice, the completely unnecessary practice of bushfires to clear land is the first step. We need to get this message out there. You need to do whatever you can to help get this message out there. Stop bushfires. Start learning how to use cattle and grazing mammals properly to recycle nutrients. Okay, thank you for your attention, and I hope you all have a reflective weekend, because this is a reflective time for us. This particular weekend, I wasn't intending to shoot this video or to make some sort of statement, but I woke up this morning with the smell, and and the haze, and I'm staring at the sun now, and it's still just completely hazy, and this is unacceptable. We need to do something better. We need to take care of the earth. We need to take care of the land. Okay, God bless you.